Casting sports presentation of Maniacs Sports. Today, the Lady Maniacs take to the field to battle the best in Idaho, chasing their shot at softball supremacy. Head coach Sean Diffin leads a talented and determined squad, all focused on bringing another state championship banner back to Orofino. Grab your glove, settle in, and get ready for some thrilling action. It's Maniacs Softball on KLER, your Central Idaho sports leader. Now to the diamond we go.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Orofino Elementary School softball fields. It is the last regular season game for the Lady Maniacs. It is senior night. I'm Jeff Jones, and with me tonight is Casey Miller as the Orofino girls getting set for districts in just a couple of days. But this is kind of a fun game, Casey. It's the last of the season, and we celebrate our seniors.
Absolutely, Jeff. 5 senior girls are going to be honored tonight as this will be their I don't know, it's kind of like a big send-off.
Celebration with parents and friends.
Yeah, exactly. So our seniors are Taylor Burrows, Kennedy Coleman, Jocelyn Josephson, Riley Diffin, and Livia Johnson.
All these girls have played Maniac softball since their freshman year, Casey, and so this is huge that they go out tonight with a victory. I mean, districts is coming up. They are the regular season champions by virtue of their win last night on the road against St. Mary's.
Absolutely, Jeff. You know, they were down all the way up until the 5th inning. The top of the 5th inning, the Maniacs were down by a score of 7-2, and they scored 7 innings in the top of the 5th, and another run in the top of the 7th to beat St. Mary's by a score of 10-7.
Casey, I'm going to turn the pregame over to you as I'm getting ready to do the introductions for senior night here at Orofino Elementary School ball fields.
All right, Jeff. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at the last time Orofino and Genesee met. That was on April 21st at the Bulldogs home field. And the Maniacs actually lost that heartbreaker 7-6. Livia Johnson made the most of her time at bat despite the final result and went 1 for 4 with 1 home run and 2 RBI. Another player making a difference was Paige Deo, who went 1 for 2 with 2 stolen bases and 1 run. As for Genesee, their win was the 6th straight at home, which pushed their record up to 12-2. The home victories came thanks in part to their pitching effort, having only surrendered 1.2 runs on average over those games. On Genesee's side, Kendra Mayer spent all 7 innings on the mound, and it's clear why. She surrendered 4 earned and 2 unearned runs on 6 hits, that is, and racked up 12 Ks. Mayer has been consistent. She hasn't tossed less than 7 strikeouts in 5 consecutive appearances. At the plate, the team relied heavily on Kaylee Crick, who went 2 for 4 with 4 RBI, 2 doubles, and 1 run. Those 2 doubles gave her a new career high, and Riley Basinger was another key player, going 2 for 3 with 2 runs on 1 stolen base. Coaches said tonight is going to be a fun game. Maniacs can just concentrate on having a good time here at home. We're going to talk more about what's coming up, and we'll have schedules and scores for you when we come back right after this.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? The Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue Orofino are here to help. Whether you dream of a spacious country home or a charming place in town, our expert agents are ready to guide you every step of the way. Call today for an instant, accurate home evaluation, and let's make your real estate goals a reality. The Real Estaters Orofino, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. Backing the Maniacs throughout the year.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
If you can count yourself as one of the hundreds of folks across the Clearwater who wakes up in the morning with a stiff and aching back, your answer is Riverside Physical Therapy. While everyone is unique in their issues, the therapists at Riverside PT work hard to deliver the care you need to feel better after the very first visit. A satisfied patient is the simple goal of all the staff. Let us assess your healthcare needs and develop a recovery plan to fit you. Call for an appointment today, 476-7105, Riverside Physical Therapy, Highway 12 West, Orofino.
And welcome everyone to the Riverside Physical Therapy Schedules and Scores. Visit with Allison Thomas and her staff about ridding yourself of those aches and pains associated with past surgeries or the aging process and feel better starting today. Riverside Physical Therapy, Highway 12, Orofino. In action yesterday in softball, the Lady Maniacs used a 7-run fourth-inning barrage at St. Mary's to defeat the Lumberjacks and win the Central Idaho League regular season by the final of 10-7. Kennedy Coleman had 3 hits for the Maniacs, including a double and an RBI. With the win, the Orofino girls claim the #1 seed in the district tournament to be played at Orofino Elementary School ball fields beginning on Friday. Clarkston 10-run ruled Rogers 11-1, and the Colton girls took a doubleheader on the road against Pomeroy. In boys baseball Saturday, Orofino finished up the regular season undefeated when they finished up a postponed game with Priest River, winning by the final of 12-1. The Maniacs now set their sights on repeating as district champions as they begin their tournament tomorrow from the ballpark at Orofino High School. The opponent is the winner of today's play-in game between #4 seed Kellogg and #5 seed St. Mary's. 5A district play is underway in Lewiston with the Lewiston Bengals winning 5-4 over the host Sandpoint Bulldogs. Asotin was winners over Colfax 6-5, and Lapwai took to the road yesterday defeating host Nez Perce 18-4. The Colton boys split with Pomeroy, winning 13-4 before losing the nightcap 11-1. And in Seattle Mariner baseball yesterday, they topped the visiting LA Angels 5-3. The M's now stand at 17-12 on the season, and they have won 13 of their last 17 games. High school sports on tap for today in softball. Potlatch entertains Clearwater Valley in a 2A play-in, and of course we have our non-league action here between Genesee and Orofino. In baseball today, 5A district tournament play has Lakeland at Moscow. Rogers travels to Clarkston. And in White Pine League district play, Genesee is at Troy, and Prairie travels to Clearwater Valley. And that is our physical therapy schedules and scores, our Riverside physical therapy schedules and scores. Don't go away, as we have so much more coming your way on the Real Estaters pregame show right after this. It's amazing that we wear something different every day to work and try our best to change up our look. New shoes or shirt or even a haircut can really make a difference. But when was the last time you changed out those glasses? If it's been more than a couple years since you visited your optometrist, now's the time. Dr. Rick Lindgren and staff at Family Eye Care are here to take care of your family's eyes. If your vision changes, even slightly, those old glasses you're wearing may not be doing you any favors. It only takes a few minutes to have your eyes professionally examined. You just may be surprised at how much you've been missing. Find new brand name frames for less than you might think. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses for a look that's bold, original, and unforgettable. Let Family Eye Care help take care of your eyes. Call and make an appointment today at 476-4814. Family Eye Care, Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and Highway 12 West in Kamei. Come on in and see the difference.
Make this the year you complete those outdoor projects you've been putting off with a visit to Best Built Builder Supply. Hi, this is Harold, and that long-awaited new decking and door for your home is available today and at a great price. Save 10% off Fiberon railing when you purchase $2,000 or more in Fiberon decking. A great combination. The trusted name of Therma-Tru fiberglass entry doors are now 20% off. Your first choice and your best choice in Orofino is Best Built Builders Supply.
Feel the warm sunshine, breathe in the scent of blooming flowers, and embrace the joy of retirement at Orofino's premier retirement community. This is Deneen Bretz, Director at Brookside Landing. Imagine relaxing by the creek with a fresh cup of coffee, surrounded by gorgeous scenery, all without the hassle of home maintenance. No more lawn mowing, no more repairs, just carefree living your way. Discover the beauty of Brookside Landing. Call today at 476-2000 and make this spring the start of something wonderful. Brookside Landing, where retirement feels like home.
Orofino to Craigmont, Cottonwood to Elk River. Listeners everywhere are tuning in for Doc Talks. Stay tuned and take care of your health with Doc Talks, heard every Thursday at 12:20 in the afternoon and 5:20 in the evening on KLER AM and FM. Expert health advice you can trust. These dedicated providers bring you evidence-based insights on the latest health topics, keeping you and your family informed. Doc Talks, your go-to source for reliable medical information. Brought to you by Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic, because your health matters.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty, included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Looking for the perfect place to stay in Orofino? Welcome to Conkleville Motel on Michigan Avenue. You'll find spotless rooms, a complimentary breakfast, and ample parking for your boats or trailers. Take a relaxing soak in our steaming hot tub while enjoying views of the surrounding hills and Orofino Creek Canyon. For you fishermen, our indoor heated fish cleaning station is ready after reeling in your giant catch. Call 208-476-5584 or book online at ConklevilleMotel.com. Conkleville Motel, where comfort meets the great outdoors.
And welcome back to Orofino Elementary School as we're celebrating senior night with the Orofino Lady Maniacs. 5 seniors on the team tonight being honored: Riley Diffin, Olivia Johnson, Taylor Burrows, and Jocelyn Josephson, as well as Kennedy Coleman. So, Jeff, you just had the honor of introducing the young ladies. That was very nice.
Casey, it's very touching. Anytime you talk about a senior at Orofino High School who is playing their last regular season game for the Lady Maniacs, and you get to honor them. There's balloons and posters everywhere. It's just a great way to honor the girls with their family and friends here, and you just got to love it because you've been through it before.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really great. And I love that they have a nice display of pictures and mementos and different things like that as you come into the ball field. We'd like to encourage everybody to come on down. It is a beautiful day here at Orofino Elementary School. A great day to sit out and watch some softball and cheer on your Lady Maniacs.
You are listening to the Real Estaters pregame show. I'm Jeff Jones, along with Casey Miller. I'm not sure how many breaks you have gone through here, Casey, where exactly you are at. But it looks as though we have one more break, so let's take that now. When we come back, it'll be starting lineups for the Lady Maniacs and the Lady Bulldogs right after this.
You've decided that those aching muscles, sore joints, and overall ill feeling has finally got to stop. Make today the day you start by visiting Peak Physical Therapy on Michigan Avenue, Orofino. Ask about visiting with one of our many qualified physical therapists about your issues and get onto the path of well-being. The goal of PT is to determine the root cause of your symptoms and move you forward to what you love. Peak Physical Therapy. Visit today and get healthy tomorrow.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. P1FCU's digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're dedicated to helping our senior citizens shop smart and save. Hi, this is Mary, and every Thursday is Senior Discount Day. Receive 10% off all your groceries as our way of saying thank you for supporting our community over the years. It's more than just a discount. It's Watson's Market's way of giving back to those who have given so much. Come shop with us this Thursday and every Thursday. Watson's Market, where caring for our neighbors is always in season.
April is filled with tremendous savings for homeowners and outdoor gardeners when you shop Best Built Builders Supply. Hi, this is Harold. Get your garden growing with 3 bags of New Life all-purpose topsoil. Now just $10. Need tools? Select hand garden tools start at $14. Plus, save 10% on all stock Milwaukee Power equipment. We're right on Highway 12 in Orofino. Open 7 days a week to serve you. Come see us at Best Built Builder Supply, where quality meets savings.
We toss them. They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than in the past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious pizza, baked spaghetti, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door. Or when you drive up to ours, 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, it's the Pizza Factory.
We toss them. They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
We're back here at the ball field at the Orofino Elementary Schools for the final season matchup between the Orofino Lady Maniacs and the Genesee Bulldogs. I'm Jeff Jones along with Casey Miller. You're listening to the Real Estaters pregame show. Casey, we are waiting for our officials to show. I understand that they had to pull a couple of gentlemen who are baseball guys out because our officials evidently did not get the notice that this game was going to be played, and so a couple of baseball officials are going to be out on the field today for softball. Rules just a little different at times, but I mean the strike zone is pretty much the same.
It's a true story.
If you don't reach base before the ball gets there, you're out kind of deal, you know. Hey, let's go over the starting lineups. First off, for the Genesee Bulldogs.
Okay, Jeff, for the Genesee Bulldogs, out on the mound will be Kendra Meyer. Catching will be Riley Basinger. On third base will be Sydney Banks. And at first will be Michaela Herman. She'll be batting fourth in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth will be center fielder Sophie Johnson. Sixth will be Miley Greaser. And she plays right field. Jubilee Vandenboss,
that's right.
In left field, she will bat seventh. Batting eighth will be Lindsay Herman at second base. And then Aaliyah Warham at shortstop will bat ninth. The Bulldogs are coached by Coach Malcolm. And
yeah, Casey, so you're looking at Meyer, Basinger, Banks, Herman, Johnson, Greaser, Vandenhoss, Herman, and Wareham. And so that's a pretty big lineup. I mean, these Genesee Bulldogs, they are just tearing it up here, as I believe that they lead the White Pine League, as a matter of fact. And so just quickly trying to come up with that. Yeah, just they have been tearing it up here, and so let's go ahead and run down that defense for the Orofino Lady Maniacs.
And on defense, Kennedy Coleman will be out on the mound. Riley Diffin will be her catcher. At first base, it will be Jocelyn Josephson. At second base, it's Taylor Burrows. At third base, Bryn Hanna. Livia Johnson will shore things up at shortstop. From left to right, it's Paige Deo, Rachel Province, and Reese Deo for your Orofino Lady Maniacs, coached by head coach Sean Diffin.
Yeah, and last night, Orofino on the road up at St. Mary's. What a battle that was, Casey. 10-7, the ladies, Orofino defeats the Lumberjacks. And with that win, Orofino took the regular season championship. If St. Mary's would have won it, they would have won the regular season championship. So what a fantastic game.
And you know, you can really see the joy in the team today, not just senior day, but you know, taking that top spot really takes the pressure off. Today they're just here to have a fun day, maybe get a little redemption after their loss to Genesee in their last outing, but still just here to play a good game and kind of get ready for district competition, which gets underway on Friday, right?
That's right. When Genesee defeated Orofino up at Genesee back on April 21st, it was their 12th victory against only 2 losses. So Genesee is the real deal. They can pitch, they can throw strikes. They got a great strikeout pitcher in Mayer, and so the Maniacs are going to have to hit the ball well. One of the issues Orofino had in that game against Genesee was error. They committed 5 errors in that contest. They're going to have to play much cleaner ball if they want to go out on senior night with a victory over these Genesee Bulldogs.
Well, Jeff, as you look at things, tournament action for the Central Idaho League is getting underway. On tomorrow, they start softball. softball tournament starts with Kellogg at Priest River.
That's right. In softball, Kellogg, Priest River. Kellogg is the 4 seed. Priest River is the 5 seed. Priest River without a victory. I believe this year they are 0-15-1. And so they are hoping to come up with the victory just when you need it the most. Anyway, as they are 0-12, 0-15 overall with 1 tie. They have a max preps rating of 101. Should they defeat Kellogg, they would come into the tournament with just 1 victory on the year. And I mean, what more could you ask for? Kellogg, of course, they stand at 3-9. Wow. They have defeated Priest River twice this year. And so Kellogg knows all they have to do, they're playing on their field, the Wildcat Field. All they have to do is come up with a victory, and then they will come here on Friday to play the Lady Maniacs.
And that game will be taking place here at Orofino Elementary School field. The Maniacs will face the winner of that game, and then in another game at the same time, it'll be St. Mary's and Grangeville. St. Mary's, the number 2 seed, Grangeville, the number 3 seed.
And we have been given the times for those first pitches. They'll take place Friday at 3 o'clock. And so we will be on our sister station, 103.3 KLER FM, to bring you that game, beginning with a 2:45 pregame. 3 o'clock will be the first pitch. And so that's Lady Maniac softball. And we also encourage you to listen in for coverage of Maniac Boys baseball, because that district tournament, Casey, is getting underway tomorrow.
Yep. So tomorrow, Jeff, Kellogg will face...
I'm sorry, that's tonight's game.
Kellogg will face St. Mary's in a play-in game, and the winner of that game will face Orofino at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon.
Thursday. That's Thursday, yep.
Oh, sorry, Thursday. And then Grangeville and Priest River will also face each other, the number 2 and number 3 seed, respectively, at 2 o'clock. All those games being held here at Orofino High School.
That's right, at the ball fields at Orofino High. Well, we have some officials with us. That's always great. And so the Maniacs are taking to the field, Casey. And so one more time, let's take a look at that defense, starting with Kennedy Coleman in the circle.
Kennedy Coleman is your pitcher today. Riley Diffin, her catcher. Jocelyn Josephson is taking her spot at first base. Taylor Burrows at second. At third, it's Bryn Hanna. And at shortstop, Livia Johnson. And our fielders from left to right, Paige Jao in left. Center field is Rachel Province. And right field is Reese Dale.
Kennedy taking her warm-up tosses, Casey, and we watch the young lady in the circle right now. She's got a nice rise ball we just saw, and she's got a pretty wicked spin on a curve. It starts inside, and then it tails away. Here's the throw down to second, and we are ready to go here. As here in the top of the first inning for the Genesee Lady Bulldogs, it'll be Kendra Meyer, today's starting pitcher, to lead things off. She will hit from the right side. The Bulldogs wearing their blue tops, white shoulders, gray pants. Kennedy digs into the glove, and here's the first pitch. Swung on, a ground ball. It's knocked down by Liv Johnson, but she's not going to be able to do anything with it at shortstop. And so Liv will pick up an error as she went to her right, just couldn't glove it cleanly, kind of kicked it around a little bit.
And that was your first pitch, brought to you by Main Street Tire. Engine, transmission, brakes, and cooling. Main Street Tire says, happy motoring Maniacs.
This is Riley Basinger, and she's going to put the bat to the ball and put it out into center field. And up on it is Province, and she'll get it in immediately. So just like that, 2 base runners aboard for Genesee, as Kennedy just put one a little off of the plate, and Riley tapped it out into shallow center field. Sydney Banks now the third baseman for the Bulldogs. Kennedy fires the first pitch. That is taken low for ball 1. Kennedy has the sign from Diffin, and here's the pitch. Swung through, strike 1. 1-1 now. Senior night here at Orofino Elementary School ball fields. between the Lady Maniacs and the Lady Bulldogs from Genesee. Here's Coleman's 1-1 pitch. That is taken for a strike. 1-2 now against the 3-hitter Banks. On deck is Michaela Herman. And the pitch is swung on, a ground ball to the second baseman. Toss to, Liv Johnson couldn't make the glove on it as she took an underhand toss from Burrows. Johnson covered the bag at second, but the ball popped out of her glove. And so, unfortunately for the Maniacs, the Bulldogs now have the sacks loaded. Couple of errors here, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter Herman. Big right-hander standing at the plate. Pitch is going to be popped up and off. This one's going to be hit foul over the top of the screen. Diffin was looking for the ball and couldn't find it, but it made the screen. 0-1. Here's the next offering on the way. Fly ball right field, giving chase over to the right and making the catch. One out, here's the throw, and it'll be cut off, and scoring from third base is Meyer, and it is 1-0 in favor of the Genesee Bulldogs on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Michaela Herman. So one away now. On the play, Basinger moves to third. Banks stays put at first. And that will bring up the 5-hitter. This is Johnson. Sophie is a right-handed hitter. Here's a strike taken. No throw down to second base as they want to protect the runner over at third. Basinger. Riley Diffin fakes a throw and just looks down at third all the time. So there's a stolen base for Banks. Here's the 0-1. Swinging strike 2. One across, one gone. Basinger is at third, Banks at second. This is Johnson standing at the plate deep in the box. Swung on, a ground ball to the third baseman. Here's the throw to first. It is in time. Now the throw to home, and the tag is applied, but over the top. Just missing the tag is Diffin, and so a run scores, and it is 2-0. So the throw by third baseman Hannah is right to the glove of Josephson over at first, but Josephson's throw to home plate not in time, and so a second run will score. Here's Greaser. The left-hander takes a pitch for a strike, just on the inside black. The big left-hander steps back in. Kennedy, hand in the glove, rocks back, fires a rise ball. Here's the throw down to third. A tag is applied, but back just in time is Banks. Nice throw by the senior Diffin behind home plate. Nice tag by Hannah at third, just not in time. 0-1 to Greaser. Pitch is in the dirt, skips out of the glove of Diffin. There will be no advancement by Banks from third base. Ball and a strike now to Greaser. Oh. I think it's 2-1. There we go. Here's the next pitch. Ball. A little high. 3-1 now. The big left-hander steps in. Loads that bat over her shoulder. Coleman ready to go to work. Oh my gosh, I don't know where that missed, but it missed just off the dish, so it's ball 4, and Greaser draws a walk. So that's going to put runners at the corners, and let's just see if Coach Malcolm decides to try and put the game into motion and advance Greaser over to third. Vandenhaas. The right-hander ready at the plate, and there is a strike right down the heart of the dish. 0-1. Hands right down on the knob of that bat. Vandenbos ready, and here's the pitch to her. There's a good-looking strike. 0-2. So Kennedy has room to play here now. She can try and get her to swing at maybe a rise ball that she has. Here's the waste pitch on the way. Call! ball, third strike, and that's going to do it. There's 3 outs here for the Genesee Bulldogs, but they do plate 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left out there. When we come back, it's the Maniac half of the first after this.
Looking for comfort, affordability, and award-winning hospitality? Come stay at the Best Western Lodge at River's Edge in Orofino. Proudly named one of the top 10 motels in the Northwest and winner of numerous Best of the Best awards. With 49 warm and inviting rooms, a relaxing pool and jacuzzi, and breathtaking river views, it's the perfect getaway for travelers and fans alike. Whether you're here for adventure or cheering on the Maniacs in postseason play, good luck. We've got your stay covered. Best Western Lodge at River's Edge, where comfort meets excellence in Orofino.
For your family car, shop truck, motorcycle, or ATV, you need a ride you can rely on. At Hanson Garage, our ASE certified mechanics and bike professionals are here to keep you moving. From minor fixes to major repairs, plus air, oil, and filter replacements, we do it all fast and right. Whether it's foreign or domestic, trust your vehicle's maintenance to Hanson Garage. Call today and schedule your service and drive with confidence. Hanson Garage, keeping your wheels rolling smoothly.
Proud to back the Maniacs. Atkinson Distributing. Terry Bowling of Chemist Financial and Les Schwab Tire Center on KLER. Streamed live on YouTube. Are we on the AM or the FM?
We are on the AM today, Casey.
Because it says FM here. I was like, nope. I don't think that's it.
YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. I'm Jeff Jones along with Casey Miller. Let's run down that starting lineup for the Maniacs quickly, Casey.
Bryn Hanna is up to bat. Sadie Olive will follow, and Riley Diffin will bat third. In the cleanup spot, it's Livia Johnson.
All right, so Kendra Meyer is in the circle for the Bulldogs. Hannah steps in. She hits from the right side. Orofino down 2-0 as they go swinging first strike. Hannah chases after a pitch that had a lot of rise to it. 0-1. Orofino down 2-0 to these Genesee Bulldogs. Fastball swung on and fouled back into the screen. 0-2. And again, Casey, this is the kind of pace that the Orofino girls will see in district and in state play should they be fortunate enough to make their way there. Here's the 0-2. Just inside, framed nicely by Baysinger behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hannah's ready on the pitch to her. Oh, a changeup, nubbed out in front of the circle. Up on it is Meyer, and her toss to first, but safe at first. I see safe by our fielding umpire. The first baseman, Herman, had to come off the bag.
She did, and I think she got in the baseline. There was interference, and that allowed Bryn to get on first.
All right, so she is on via interference, and so that will bring up Sadie Olive, the designated player. First pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. Meyer looks over into the first base dugout for a sign. Stepping back into the hitter's box is Olive. Showing bunt. Pulls it back. Here's the throw down to second, and it's out into center field. Up on her feet is Hannah, and now she'll go back to second. She thought about trying to go for third, Casey, but a nice job by Sophie Johnson out in center field to come in and retrieve that ball and to keep Hannah to just 1 stolen base. 2 balls and no strikes. More than likely, the bunt sign is off. Let's see if Olive puts the ball into the outfield. There is a called strike, 2-1. Maniacs wearing their blue shoulders, black tops, black pants, blue socks. Swinging strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hannah, or Olive rather, excuse me, steps in, and here's the pitch to her. Low for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sadie steps in, and the offering on the way to her. Swinging third strike, and there's the first out for the Maniacs here in the bottom of the first inning. Sadie got maybe just a little ahead of a changeup, possibly, Casey. That was not the same pace that Meyer has sent the last couple of pitches up. That's going to bring up Diffin. Starts her out with a change, a little high and away. Good eye by the catcher for the Maniacs to leave that pitch alone. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball gets underneath the glove of Basinger all the way to the backstop. Over to third base goes Bryn Hanna. 2 balls and no strikes, and that'll be charged as a passed ball. It was just off the glove of Basinger. There's the 2-0. This one is hit to the second baseman, and it's booted out there, picked up by the shortstop, and scoring from third base is Bryn Hanna. It'll be scored as an error. Riley put the ball into play, and Herman over at second base. Casey just goes to her right. It goes off her glove and hits off her shin over to second base. Now that will bring cleanup hitter Liv Johnson to the plate. So 2-1 is our score. Meyer sends the first pitch up there, swung through, strike 1. So Orofino cuts this Bulldog lead in half. It is 2-1. We're in the bottom of the first inning of play. The 0-1, swinging strike 2. Right now, Liv has got the pitch that she likes. She's offering that. She's just unable to make contact. 0-2. The offering. Hit hard out into right field, backing up. This one could be. It is up against the fence. Rounding third and coming home is Diffin, and she will score, and in with a triple is Liv Johnson. Liv Johnson got a pitch on the outside, Casey. It looked exactly the same as the 2 strikes that she had been offering at. This one, however, she gets the bat on.
Yeah, absolutely. And just over the head of Miley Greaser.
Yeah. So an RBI for Liv Johnson. Taylor Burrows now to the plate. Taylor takes the first offering above the letters for ball 1. Two to 2 is our score. Pitch is swung on, and this one's going to be fouled up the first base line. The count runs to a ball and a strike. Taylor Burrows getting her first look again at Kendra Meyer. She was the winning pitcher for the Genesee Bulldogs the last time that these two teams met at Genesee back on April 21st. She had 12 strikeouts. Swinging strike, and the count runs to a ball and 2 strikes to Taylor. Now she's going to look up that third baseline. That's where Sean Diffin is saying, hey, this is the way you're swinging. This is the way I want you swinging. 1-2 pitch. Gets a piece of this one, fouls it back into the screen. 2 across, 1 gone here in the Maniac half of the first inning. We're all knotted up at 2 runs apiece. Burrows ready, and here's the 1-2. Again, she gets a piece of it, keeping her at-bat alive here, Casey. And one more time, Sean Diffin says, looks like you're dipping your shoulder. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Meyer digs into the glove, and here's the next pitch. Oh, a check swing called strike. Our umpire says it's a swinging strikeout, so there are 2 away now. 2 strikeouts now for Kendra Meyer. And with 2 gone and 1 out on the sacks at third base, that's Johnson. Here's Paige Dale. Paige is going to foul this one off up the right field line. 0-1. Reese Dale on deck, Jocelyn Josephson in the hole. 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Maniacs have come back to tie this one up against the Genesee Bulldogs. Senior night here for the Orofino Maniacs. 0-1 to Paige. Low, it gets underneath the glove of Basinger, coming home and sliding underneath the tag and scoring is Liv Johnson, and the Maniacs have taken a 3-2 lead. Nice try by Basinger as Meyer comes home to cover home plate. The throw is maybe just a touch high, but Basinger dropped that glove down, but sliding underneath the tag is Johnson. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out on the sacks with 2 away. Rise ball misses for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now against the Maniac left fielder. Page at the plate. Here's the pitch to her. Oh, there's a strike right at the knees. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Casey looked like she took just a little off that last pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Page. The offering. Swinging third strike. Ball gets away from the glove of Basinger on her way down to first. The throw will go back to the circle, and so safe down at first is Paige Dale. So the Maniacs are going to get 4 outs this frame. You know, so you get a strikeout, and then the error by Riley Basinger, losing the handle on the ball, allowed Paige to head down to first. So that's going to bring up Reese Dale. She's going to hit one high in the air. Dropping back is the second baseman, and making the catch is Herman for the 3rd out. But the Maniacs are able to plate 3 runs on 1 hit. They leave 1 out there, and it is Orofino up 3-2 over Genesee. Casey and I come back after this.
Feel the warm sunshine, breathe in the scent of blooming flowers, and embrace the joy of retirement at Orofino's premier retirement community. This is Deneen Bretz, director at Brookside Landing. Imagine relaxing by the creek with a fresh cup of coffee, surrounded by gorgeous scenery, all without the hassle of home maintenance. No more lawn mowing, no more repairs, just carefree living your way. Discover the beauty of Brookside Landing. Call today at 476-2000 and make this spring the start of something wonderful. Brookside Landing, where retirement feels like home.
Have you or a loved one received outstanding care from a nurse at Clearwater Valley Health or Orofino Health Clinic? Now's your chance to say thank you. The Daisy Foundation honors extraordinary nurses worldwide, and you can recognize a special nurse who's made a difference in your life. Share your story of expert care and compassion at cvh.org/recognize an employee. Let's celebrate the heart and dedication of our nursing team, because their care changes lives every day. Brought to you by Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic, because we care.
Innovative Electric, Brookside Landing, and Olive's Auto Parts back the Maniacs all throughout the season on KLER Orofino.
All right, here we go, top of the 2nd inning. This is Lindsey Herman to lead it off for the Bulldogs. 3-2, Orofino leads Genesee. Rise ball, first pitch up there, taken high and away, ball 1. So, Casey, you've seen both Kennedy Coleman and Kendra Meyer in the circle. Here's the 1-0 delivery from Kennedy on the way. That bounces into the chest protector different. What do you see the differences between these 2 young ladies?
Actually, you know, they pitch very similar. Kennedy Coleman has a lot of speed on her pitches as well, a lot of movement.
The 2-0 is taken for a strike on the inside black.
And I would say that the Bulldogs pitcher, Mayer, she has a lot of speed and she has a lot of range.
Pitch just a little low, and you watch Riley Diffin. She's excellent at framing that ball, Casey. She's got her thumb down, then she flips it right up. Count runs to 3 balls and a strike. Swinging strike 2 to Lindsay. Lindsay's hitting in the 8th spot, and then it's Aaliyah Wareham that will hit afterwards, and then we go to the top of the order. And the pitch is low for ball 4, so Lindsay will draw a base on balls.
That's the second walk given up by Coleman.
At bat number 4, Wareham on deck number 3.
So 1 aboard here in the top of the 2nd inning for the Genesee Bulldogs, and that's going to bring up shortstop Aaliyah Wareham. Into the glove is Kennedy Coleman, and here's the first pitch. There's a strike. Boy, she comes up with a lot of spin on that last pitch, Casey. You can almost see the threads turning as it comes up into the glove of Riley Diffin behind home plate. 0-1. Swinging strike through a high fastball. 0-2 now to Leah. Look at the Kennedy Coleman out there. Big smile, Casey, after she gets that ball back from Diffin. Here's the waist pitch. This one's going to be fouled off up the left field line. Again, over at first base is Herman. She's there via the walk. 3-2, Orofino leads the Genesee Bulldogs here on senior night at Orofino Elementary School ball fields. Here's the pitch on the way. Whoa, just a little low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Aaliyah. Right foot on that rubber, rocking back. Here's the pitch, swinging third strike, and there's The first out here in the Bulldog half of the second inning of play.
Second strikeout for Coleman.
At number 3.
So she's got one looking strikeout and one swinging strikeout against Genesee. That's the way you want it. You want to keep them guessing. We're back to the top of the order now. Here is the pitcher, Kendra Kendra Meyer. Here's the pitch on the way to her. Swings through a changeup, strike one.
Mayer was on with the error. Came around to score in the first inning.
Here's the next pitch. A little high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Coleman wearing 1 on her back. Orofino across the chest and numbers on the front of the girls' jerseys. Here's the 1-1. Low. It's knocked down by Diffin behind home plate, keeping it in front of her. Most important thing, you do not want to allow Herman to get over to second base. You want to keep that force in order. Make things a little easier for your defense. The 2-1. A rise ball. This one misses outside the zone. Ball 3. 3-1 to Kendra. On deck, Riley Basinger. Here's the 3-1. Swung on. This one's going to be hit high in the air. And moving over is center fielder Province. She makes the catch, and she'll get the ball in. Now they have the base runner. Oh, my gosh. They nearly had Herman stranded between first and second. As the ball came in to Liv Johnson, had she been able to turn around in time, she might have had an opportunity to throw her out for a double play over at first base. 2 gone now. Basinger hitting from the left side. Kennedy rocks and fires. Pitch is going to be fouled over to the third base dugout. 0-1. Outfield playing straight away for the left-handed hitter at the plate. The 0-1. Swung on, little ground ball back to the circle, up on it Coleman. The toss is good to Josephson at first, and that'll do it. No runs for the Bulldogs here in the top of the second inning. They do leave 1 stranded. Maniacs lead it 3-2. We're back the bottom of the second after this.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're dedicated to helping our senior citizens shop smart and save. Hi, this is Mary, and every Thursday is Senior Discount Day. Receive 10% off all your groceries as our way of saying thank you for supporting our community over the years. It's more than just a discount. It's Watson's Market's way of giving back to those who have given so much. Come shop with us this Thursday and every Thursday. Watson's Market, where caring for our neighbors is always in season.
Are you ready to conquer the great outdoors? Come in today and gear up with the dependable Suzuki King Quad ATV. Its unparalleled combination of power, versatility, and reliability allow you to tackle the toughest terrains with ease. At Hanson Garage Power Sports, there's lots of ways to help you hit the trail, including low APR financing and low monthly payments for qualified buyers, discounts for the military and first responders. See Hanson Garage Power Sports and experience the Suzuki King Quad ATV.
Proud to bring you these Maniac Sports broadcasts on KLER Orofino, your friends at Debco Crushing, and Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation at Cascadia.
Casey, we want to remind everybody that tomorrow begins the district playoffs for the Central Idaho League boys. The Orofino Maniacs, just like the Orofino girls, the #1 seed going into districts. You gotta love that.
You do gotta love that. Makes everybody feel good.
So we hope you'll listen in tomorrow. Orofino will face off against the winner of Kellogg and Priest River, who are playing up at Kellogg High School right now. Josephson will lead things off here for the Lady Maniacs, who find themselves up a run 3-2 over Genesee. Cool goes after a high fastball. 0-1. Jocelyn had such a good time with this young lady, OCI Princess, this last year. What a fun kid to be around. Here's the 0-1. A rise ball again. This one misses outside, however, to even up the count at 1-1. On deck is Kennedy Coleman. 1-1. Another pitch that comes in high for ball 2. And then we're back to the top of the order, Bryn Hanna. 2 balls and 1 strike to Josephson. Oh, gosh, she chases after a pitch that had a lot of rise to it. You saw her smile after she swung at that like, oops, coach is going to be after me for that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, called third strike right down the heart of the plate, and Jocelyn will have to sit down. That's the first out for the Maniacs here in the bottom of the second inning.
Kennedy Coleman.
Here's Kennedy.
On deck number 2.
Kennedy hitting in the 9 spot. She'll take a pitch right down Main Street for strike 1. Hitting in the 9 hole. Kennedy opens up her stance down that third base line. Oh, wanted to pull the trigger on that pitch. She did not, and she took a strike right at the belt. 0-2. And here is the waste offering. Swinging third strike, and Kennedy will go down. The second out for the Maniacs here in the second inning of play.
At number 2, Bree.
There with 2 strikeouts in the first inning, now with 2 strikeouts in the second.
Bryn Hanna, who reached on an error at the plate, takes the first pitch just below the knees for a ball, 1-0. Right now, Kendra Mayer all around the strike zone, not missing by much. Here's the 1-0 delivery. There's the pitch that finishes above the letters for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Nobody out on the sacks for the Maniacs. 2 gone here in the second. This one's going to be peppered foul up the right field line for strike 1. Again, Orofino baseball on the air tomorrow. Hope you'll listen in as the Maniacs will face off against the winner of the play-in game between Kellogg and St. Mary's. They are playing up north at Kellogg High School right now. We'll be on the air tomorrow with a 3:40 pregame show. Next pitch. There's a strike. Again, working the outside corner is Meyer. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Meyer rocks and fires. Swinging third strike. And that's going to do it for the Maniacs as they are struck out in the side. But the Orofino, after 2 innings, leads 3-2. We will come back right after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hanson Garage, Best Western Lodge at River's Edge, and Conkaville Motel are happy to help bring you this broadcast of Maniac Softball on KLER.
Sydney Banks steps up there, takes the first pitch low from Coleman, back out in the circle for the Maniacs. 3-2 is our score. We're through 2 innings of play. Maniacs lead this one by a run. Ground ball in the hole out into left field. Sydney Banks finds a pitch on the inside. She times it up nicely and sticks it in that 5-6 hole. So she leads off the 3rd inning with a base hit.
On deck number 21, Johnson.
So this is Herman, big right-hander standing at the home plate. Takes a pitch just above the hands, 1 ball and no strikes. Michaela flew out to right fielder Reese Deo in her first at-bat. The 1-0 pitch, another rise ball missing for ball 2. At first base, Sydney Banks. Here's the 2-0. There is the pitch that just misses. 3 balls and no strikes to Michaela Herman. Coleman rocks and fires the 3-0 pitch. This one's fouled at home plate. 3-1. Michaela went after a pitch that had a lot of down, a lot of spin on that ball. It just tumbles up towards home plate. She got right on top of it and fouled it away from Diffin's glove back behind the plate. 3 balls and a strike to Herman. Low and inside for ball 4. So there's a pitch that got away from Kennedy, just releasing that one a little too soon. So there are 2 base runners on for the Bulldogs now here in the 3rd inning of play. Nobody gone for the 5-hitter. This is Johnson. Sophie opens up her stance at home plate. Coleman's first pitch to her. It's going to be swung on, hit high in the air, but foul over into the crowd outside of left field. 0-1.
Nice cheering section on hand on that left field line.
Yeah, you got to love that, don't you, Casey? I mean, the fans have come out on this gorgeous last day of April, the 30th. April's gone already?
I know.
What the heck? Tomorrow's May Day.
Tomorrow is May Day, you know.
What'd you do on May Day as a kid?
Some flowers.
Here's the 0-1, swung on and fouled at home plate, 0-2. Yeah, you know, I learned in elementary school that for your mom, you just picked flowers from the neighbor's gardens and you gave them to your mom.
That'll get you in
That's
trouble.
May Day.
Yeah.
Count is 0-2 to Sophie Johnson. She's going to hit this one hard out into left field. And giving chase and making the catch out there is Paige Dale. The throw back to second. The tag was not applied. Not in time, however, to try and come up with a double play. So Sophie flies out for the first out for the Bulldogs here in the 3rd inning of play. That's going to bring up right fielder Miley Greaser. Miley, the left-handed hitter. And once again, the outfield playing straight away here for Orofino defensively. Pitch misses just outside, ball 1. Kennedy in the circle fires a pitch and just, again, a little low. Trying to keep it just outside the strike zone, keeping it low. 0-2, or 2 balls, no strikes, rather. Here's the next pitch. Swinging strike 1. Kennedy, she's able to pepper that fastball in there. She wants to spot it in there every once in a while. The 2-1, swung on, and this one is hit out into center field. Up on the ball, here comes the throw to third, and it ends up the left field line, up the third base line, rather. Hits off of the Maniac dugout, and so a single for Miley Greaser, and everybody moves up another 60 feet. Banks is at third, Herman at second, Greaser at first, 1 gone for Jubilee Vandenbos. Kennedy ready to go to work in the circle for the Maniacs. Low and inside, ball 1. And again, the Maniacs with a 1-run lead right now, 3-2. Swung on and fouled at the dish. As Jubilee goes after a change and fouls it at home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. What a great name, Jubilee.
I know.
I hadn't heard that one before. She's ready at the plate. Here's Kennedy's pitch to her, swinging strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, sacks are loaded up with Bulldogs. Here's Kennedy's pitch, swung on, fly ball into the gap at right center field, giving chase. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Here comes the throw to third. Here's the throw, no throw to the plate. 2 runs will score on the RBI single off of the bat of Jubilee Vandenbos. And Genesee retakes the lead. It is 4-3.
Wareham.
2 RBIs here for Jubilee Vandenbos. And boy, howdy, she just put it right in the gap there, Casey. Lindsay Herman at the plate. Here's the pitch to her. It's low for ball 1-0. So at second is Greaser. Vandenbos at first. 1 gone, 2 across for Genesee. We're here in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch is high for ball 2. 2-0 now to Lindsay Herman. Loads that bat over her right shoulder. Coleman fires the pitch. Low, knocked down behind home plate by Diffin. 2 balls, no strikes to Lindsay. Or 3-0, excuse me, rather. Coleman ready and goes to work. Takes the pitch right down the heart of the plate. Does Herman for strike 1. Kennedy fires the 3-1 pitch, low for ball 4. So that's going to load up the sacks. Moving over to third is Greaser. Vandenbos moves to second. Lindsey Herman with a base on balls down at first base now. There's another walk issued by Kennedy Coleman here in the third inning. It is now 4-3 in favor of Genesee. That's going to bring up the 9-hitter Wareham. Just outside the first pitch for ball 1. One more time, you take a look at Riley behind the dish. She knows that pitch is outside, but she shifts her weight and drags the mid in. Here's the 1-0. That's right down Main Street for a called strike. 1-1. 1 gone, 2 across, 3 aboard for Genesee. The number 9 hitter Wareham. The shortstop. Pitch is just above the hands and off the plate. 2 balls and a strike now to Aaliyah. Kennedy fires the 2-1. Swung on, it's going to be popped up and foul ground giving chase. Josephson out of our view, but Casey, that must have made the fence, and so the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Aaliyah. So the right-hander steps in with the right foot, the left foot, loads that bat. Here's the 2-2, just missing a skosh low for ball 3. Nice idea by Kennedy. Again, she wants to keep the ball low. If you do make contact, results in an infield ground out. Here's the 3-2, swung on, hard hit ball right back up the middle. So it'll pick up 1 run. Knocking it down is Province. She'll come to the circle and a second run will score. And Genesee has now put 4 runs on the scoreboard here in the third inning of play on the RBI off of the bat of Aaliyah Wareham. She has a single and then she goes to second on the throw to the infield. Scoring were Greaser and Vandenbos, and 2 in scoring position here for Genesee. And again, just 1 gone here in the frame. Our score now 6-3 in favor of Genesee. Now we're back to the top of the order. That's going to bring up Mayer. Mayer's going to hit one to the shortstop. Up on it. Here's the throw to first. It is in time. Here's the throw to third. The tag's applied and out at third base for the double play. Score it 1-3-5. But a run does score. And Genesee picks up their 7th run. It is now 7-3. When we come back, it's the Maniac half of the third after this.
April is filled with tremendous savings for homeowners and outdoor gardeners when you shop Best Built Builder Supply. Hi, this is Harold. Get your garden growing with 3 bags of New Life all-purpose topsoil. Now just $10. Need tools? Select hand garden tools start at $14. Plus save 10% on all stock Milwaukee Power equipment. We're right on Highway 12 in Orofino. Open 7 days a week to serve you. Come see us at Best Built Builder Supply, where quality meets savings.
Looking for the perfect place to stay in Orofino? Welcome to Conkleville Motel on Michigan Avenue. You'll find spotless rooms, a complimentary breakfast, and ample parking for your boats or trailers. Take a relaxing soak in our steaming hot tub while enjoying views of the surrounding hills and Orofino Creek Canyon. For you fishermen, our indoor heated fish cleaning station is ready after reeling in your giant catch. Call 208-476-5584 or book online at ConklevilleMotel.com. Conkleville Motel, where comfort meets the great outdoors.
Sponsoring today's OHS broadcast, your friends at Barlow Quality Trust, Watson's Market, and Peak Physical Therapy.
Casey, a barn burner of a softball game right now as Genesee just put up 5 runs to take a 7-3 lead.
5 runs, Jeff, on 3 hits and no errors.
Wow. Sadie Olive, the designated player will lead things off for Orofino in their half of the third. Back out in the circle, Kendra Meyer peppers in a fastball that misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Sadie ready at the plate, and here's the Meyer 1-0. There's a strike. Comes back with a bit of a change. Not the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big, wide stance in the circle. Now Meyer fires a fastball swung through for strike 2. Right now, Meyer struck out the side last frame. She had 2 strikeouts in the first. She's got 5 Ks in the book already. Pitch is swung on and fouled into the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sadie Olive. Sadie with a big gulp of oxygen before she steps in with that left foot. She's ready now. Here's the offering to her. This one trickles up to the plate for ball 2. Sadie Olive, remember her mom?
I do.
I'll tell you what, she was a fantastic catcher back in her day for Orofino High School. Here's the 2-2. Comes in above the hands for ball 3. Yeah, Nikki
Sadie.
Nikki Sadie was a phenomenal catcher on this Maniac team. Oh, called third strike, and Sadie doesn't pull the trigger, and so she's the first out here for the Maniacs in the third inning of play. That is the 6th strikeout now. And again, Kendra Meyer just has it going. Riley Diffin. Riley takes the first pitch, strike. Riley ready again. She never leaves the batter's box. The 0-1, oh, she got just a piece of it. She really extended those arms out to try and get a piece of that pitch that was on the outside half of the plate, got underneath it. So now a couple of quick strikes against the Maniac catcher, Diffin. Riley ready at the plate, and here comes the pitch off speed, up high, ball 1. Liv Johnson on deck, Taylor Burrows in the hole. We're looking at the 3-hitter right here, Riley Diffin. Riley's going to get underneath one, pop it up foul side of right field, and this one will make the screen. The count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riley reached on an error and scored back in the first inning of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riley steps back in after getting direction from Coach Dad up that third baseline. Rocks that bat back and forth. Oh, my gosh, there's a change, curve. I'm not sure exactly what to call that.
I think she just lost the handle on it. She was going for the change, and it just
came
kind
up
of
high for ball 2.
Yeah.
Swinging third strike, and Riley will go down the second strikeout for Kendra Meyer here in the frame.
Well, Jeff, you know, Kendra Meyer hasn't tossed less than 7 strikeouts in now 6 consecutive appearances.
Wow. There are 2 away now. Here's Liv Johnson. Liv's going to foul one up the third baseline, 0-1. Well, look at this here, Casey. You go back to the second inning, and Kendra has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight hitters now for the Maniacs. She just has it going right now. She is super hot in the circle, the 0-1. And there's that. Again, she must be working with something, Casey. It looks like it comes out of the palm of her hand. It's not a changeup or anything like that. Some goofy looking pitch. I'm not sure exactly what it is. 1 ball, 1 strike to Livia. And Livia's going to poke this one in the air, and a nice play by first baseman Herman to lay herself out and make the catch to retire the side. Maniacs go down quietly here in the third as Genesee leads this one 7-3. We'll come back right after this.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. P1FCU's digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? The Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue, Orofino are here to help. Whether you dream of a spacious country home or a charming place in town, our expert agents are ready to guide you every step of the way. Call today for an instant, accurate home evaluation, and let's make your real estate goals a reality. The Real Estaters Orofino, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. Backing the Maniacs throughout the year.
Happy to sponsor in part today's Maniac broadcast, our Best Builder Supply and Clearwater Valley Health on KLER Orofino.
Here we go now, the fourth inning now. This is Kylie Basinger, and the pitch comes in low, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to Riley. The left-handed hitter is ready at the plate, and the next pitch comes in high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. The young lady wears 6 on her back, shimmies her shoulders once, twice, 3 times, settles in, and now here is Kennedy's pitch on the way. Fastball low for ball 3. That one, release point from Kennedy just too early. She comes back with a fastball, Casey, and just let that one go low, and it submarines to the left-handed hitter. 3 balls, no strikes. Coleman digs in and fires the next pitch up there. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Fouled it off of the handle. And so the catcher, Basinger, settles back in. Here's the pitch to her. Low for ball 4. Ball got away from Riley Diffin, but no harm done as Riley just settles for base on balls, heads down to first base. Another base on balls given up by Kennedy against 2 strikeouts. Sydney Banks now. Pitch from Sydney, high, ball 1. Right now, Kennedy struggling just a bit to find that strike zone. The 1-0 delivery. Low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 to the 3-hitter. Fly ball over deep, and this one's going to drop in the hole out in left center field. Throw comes in, and it's cut off by the shortstop. And so a ringing double off the bat of Sydney Banks. And there are 2 aboard now. Hit that one high. Paige Dale running hard to her left, Casey, but it ends up between she and Province out in left center field. High, the first pitch to Michaela Herman, ball 1. Kennedy digs in, and here's the 1-0, low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. In case you've just joined us, the Genesee Bulldogs lead the Lady Maniacs 7-3. We're through 3 innings. We are now in the top of the 4th with Genesee at the plate. Couple of base runners on. Pitch is swung on and fouled at the dish. 2-1 to Michaela. At third base, Basinger. Banks at second after the double. And the next pitch swung on, and this one's going to be hit foul up the first baseline. That's going to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Bulldog first baseman, Herman, hitting in the cleanup spot. Michaela flew out to right field, and then she walked and scored in the third. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sophie Johnson on deck. Nobody gone here in the Genesee half of the 4th inning of play. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, a ground ball to the right side of the third baseman and out into left field. Here comes the throw all the way to home plate, and sliding in safely and scoring the second run is Sydney Banks. So Michaela Herman ends up out at second base. She's there via the air by third baseman Bryn Hanna. Bryn just unfortunately looked as though it was headed right for her glove, Casey, and it ends up just off to the right. Timeout called now as Coach Sean Diffin heads out to talk with Kennedy Coleman. Just he and she stand in the circle as 2 more runs have come across, and Genesee leads it now 9-3 over Orofino. Take a look at Coach Diffin out there. He's just trying to settle down his hurler. Coleman. Then, hey, it's okay. It's all right. So the conference is over. Sophie Johnson now will come to the plate. A runner in scoring position. 2 runs across for Genesee here in the 4th. And this one's going to be hit hard right out into center field. It's misplayed out there by Province, so it scores a run. Here comes the throw. Here comes the throw to third, and it is way up the line. And so a double for Sophie Johnson, and then she goes to third on the throw. It scores a run, the third run to come across in the frame for the Genesee Bulldogs. And right now, Casey, they're just jumping all over Kennedy Coleman. Genesee leads at 10-3. Greaser now at the plate. She's the left-handed hitter. Pitch is low, and it gets away from Diffin, and there will be no advancement by Johnson from third. Ball 1. Coach Diffin having words with his associates. 1 ball, no strikes to Miley. Oh, gosh, this one is high. It's up off the screen. Running it down is Diffin. And again, when you start to maybe overthink it, Casey, a pitch that is easy, like maybe a changeup, all of a sudden you leave it in your hand too long and it sails up into the air, into the screen. 2 balls, no strikes to Miley Greaser, the right fielder. There's a strike as Kennedy peppers the outside black. 2-1. Coleman fires the 2-1 just a little outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 now, Miley, be smart.
The pitch. Oh, swings through a high rise ball, does Miley Greaser for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, anything close, driving now, Miley. Swing, you run.
Kennedy deals. There's a swinging third strike. And there is 1 gone here for the Genesee Bulldogs in the 4th inning of play.
At bat, number 7.
Coleman's third strikeout against
number 5, Herman.
4 walks. Is that right, Casey?
4 walks, yes.
Jubilee Vandebos. She's going to pepper at the first one. Going back, making the catch as the second baseman. Burrows tagging at third. Here comes the throw into the infield, and scoring from third base is Sophie Johnson. And Genesee has just tacked on their 11th run on a sacrifice off of the bat of Jubilee Vandenbos. 2 away now. But look at this. 4 runs have come across the plate here for Genesee in the frame as they continue to add them.
Number 4.
Herman. And the pitch is in there to Herman for a called strike. The right-hander bends deep at the knees. Here's the next pitch. It's low for a ball. Nobody out on the sacks for Genesee. 4 across here in the frame. 1 ball and 1 strike now as the pitch comes in low. Kennedy digs into the glove. Oh, gosh, I'm not sure where that pitch missed. It's just a little inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now to Lindsay. Swings through a pitch that had a lot of down to it. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Kennedy wants to just toss one more strike in there, get her swinging at it, get her team to the plate, and see what kind of damage they can do in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2. Called third strike, and that'll do it as Kennedy peppers in a curveball for strike 3. 4 runs come across the plate here in the 4th inning against 2 hits. Nobody left out there, and our score now 11-3. We're coming back right after this.
Basketball or wrestling, baseball or softball, whatever the season, Watson's Market hopes you'll get out and see a game today and support our area kids. Hi, it's Kim from Watson's Market. For the small price of admission to the high school sports venues, you can watch some of the most successful athletes compete against the best our state has to offer. Come out and root on our incredible kids. Watson's Market hopes you'll support our community's best resource, our kids. From Watson's Market, get out there and see a game today.
A new year, a new you. Ready to take the first step toward a stronger, healthier you? Peak Physical Therapy, Michigan Avenue, Orofino has you covered. Strength training can change your life, no matter your age. Whether you're 18 or 80, there's incredible value in strength training. Peak Physical Therapy and Wellness has beginner-friendly programs tailored just for you, with expert guidance from our gym manager, Kaylee. Peak Physical Therapy, your partner in building strength and confidence. Call or visit us on Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
Fiesta and Jalisco, Rick Lundgren and Family Eye Care, and Renata's Cakery all say go Maniacs and win.
Taylor Burrows will step to the plate and try and get something going for the Maniacs. They're down 11-3 to Genesee, and she's going to poke one in the air, foul side of first. Drops in for strike 1.
Starting off the bottom of the 4th for the Maniacs.
0-1 to Burrows, the Maniacs second baseman, getting her second look now at Kendra Meyer out in the circle for the Genesee Bulldogs. The 0-1 now on the way to Burrows. Waves through a high fastball, strike 2, 0-2. We have some updates we're going to bring to you here in just a moment on the boys and girls play-in games. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and this one is peppered foul up the first baseline. Count will remain 0-2. So we'll get that ball back into the circle for Kendra Meyer. She has 7 strikeouts now against no walks. Here's the pitch. Called third strike. 1 gone for the Maniacs here in their half of the 4th.
So Kellogg beat Priest River by a score of 24-9 in the play-in game for girls district softball. That means Orofino and Kellogg will face off on Friday.
Yeah. Pitch is high for a ball against Paige Deo. Paige reached on an error in her first at-bat. Meyer deals the 0-1, swung on, hit hard, but foul up that right field line. And the count runs now to 0-1 to Paige.
At bat number 24, Paige Dale.
So again, we'll have to wait and get another softball in. We've got that done now. Count is 0-1 to the Maniac left fielder. Deo steps back in. Meyer rocks and fires the 0-1, swung on. This one's going to be looped right into the glove of second baseman Herman for the second out. So 2 gone here in the Maniac 4th. Nobody out on the sacks. That's going to bring up the bottom third of the order, and we started off with the Reese Dale. Hitting from the left side. Swung on, hit high, right field, coming in on it, and there to make the can of corn catch is Greaser, and the Maniacs go down in order for the second consecutive inning. Our score remains 11-3 after 4 innings of play. We'll come back right after this.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
By now you've heard of Orofino's finest lunch buffet. All-you-can-eat Pizza Factory buffet, filled with pizza, breadsticks, fresh green salad makings, and fruits. But did you know with the purchase of 9 lunch buffets, you'll get the 10th free? Ask for your 10-punch card with your next visit to the Pizza Factory and begin saving today. Free lunch from the Pizza Factory.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Simmons Natal Enterprises, Finke Logging, and P1FCU are proud Maniac backers all through the year here on KLER Orofino and streamed live on our YouTube channel.
KLER, 1300 AM. All right, here we go now. Top of the 5th, and back out in the circle is Kennedy Coleman. First pitch misses low and inside to Aaliyah Wareham, who's leading it off here in the 5th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now to Wareham. Again, Kennedy Coleman back in the circle. Coach went out last frame to try and get her to settle down a little. The 2-0. That is a called strike. Yes, sir. Bob Louie wasn't sure what our home plate umpire was going to call there, Casey. A little slow on the uptick there. 2-1. Oh, yeah, you betcha comes back with a change on the outside for strike 2. Wareham has been on base once. She singled in her last at-bat. Was left stranded out on the sacks. Pitch is going to be swung on, popped up, off with the mask, Diffin, and this one is going to make the dugout, and you can just see the grimace on Riley's face when she came over and couldn't make that catch. She wants nothing more than to put out the fire that Genesee has started here at the Orofino Elementary School ball fields. They are just peppering the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wareham. Low for ball 3. 3-2 now. Kennedy ready to go to work in the circle. Here's the 3-2. Low. Ball 4. You could see as you look out to Kennedy Coleman, Casey, she just has a look on her face like, what am I doing wrong? Either A, I'm holding on to the ball too long. I'm holding it on too short. We go to the top of the order. Here's Kendra Meyer. She swings through the first pitch, strike 1. Riley Basinger on deck, Sydney Banks in the hole. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Rise ball misses for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. 11-3 is our score. Genesee leads Orofino here on senior night for the Lady Maniacs. Low. And the runner going, there will be no throw down to second base as Riley comes up with the ball that is just out in front of home plate, in front of the chalk line. So a stolen base now for Aaliyah Wareham. 1-1. Low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike, pardon me, to Kendra Mayer. Swinging and fouled at home plate, and so that will bring the count full to today's starting pitcher for the Genesee Bulldogs, Kendra Mayer. Her 4th at-bat now. She reached on an air back in the first and scored, but has not been able to get on board since. Outside for ball 4. So Kendra draws a base on balls against Kennedy Coleman. Riley Basinger. She's been on 2 of her 3 at-bats. She's going to hit this one high into the air, shallow left field. It'll have to be played on a hop out there by Paige Deo, and everybody will be safe. As moving over to third is Wareham. Kendra Meyer moves to second, and Riley Basinger with a single out into shallow left field. Time is called as Sean Diffin says, I need to make a change. So don't go away, folks. Pitching change here for the Maniacs. We'll come back right after this.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. P1FCU's digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? The Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue, Orofino are here to help. Whether you dream of a spacious country home or a charming place in town, our expert agents are ready to guide you every step of the way. Call today for an instant, accurate home evaluation, and let's make your real estate goals a reality. The Real Estaters Orofino, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. Backing the Maniacs throughout the year.
Listen in at the conclusion of today's game when we honor an Orofino athlete with our KLER Pizza Factory Player of the Game Award.
Casey Sadie Olive will come in to relieve starting pitcher Kennedy Coleman. Kennedy has moved out to center field, and a couple of other changes. But again, just a pitching change here is unfortunately for Kennedy could not find the strike zone after giving up the last single. So this is Sydney Banks now here in the fourth inning of play, or excuse me, the fifth inning of play. Fouls off the first pitch, back to the screen, strike one. So the sacks are loaded up. Wareham at third, Meyer at second, Basinger at first. Sadie rocks back and forth. Here's the 0-1. It's going to be hit high in the air and out into center field. It's misplayed out there by Coleman. It goes off for glove. One run will score. Another run will come home and score. And the Bulldogs have just absolutely been putting a hurting on Maniac pitching here as 2 runs come across to score on the RBI off the bat of Sydney Banks. 2 runs score. It is now 13-3. Maniacs will have their backs against the wall when they come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning, down 10 runs. Herman's going to drill one to the shortstop. Up on it. Here's the throw to first. Nice stretch over there. Here's the throw to third. And the tag's applied, but safe at third base is Basinger. And so Michaela Herman grounds out 5-3. Scoring is Basinger. And it is now 14-3. Moving over to third base is Banks. 2 away now. Banks going to put one in the air. Deep left field going back, and this one is over for a 2-run shot. Michaela Herman fires a 2-run home run. Or excuse me, Sophie Johnson, my apologies, scores a 2-run home run over the left field fence. And just like that, Genesee has taken a 16-3 lead. She got all of that, Casey.
She did. Nice. I mean, you know, you got to applaud the hit when they hit a home run.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which team you're on. It's a thing of beauty.
It is too. So nobody out on the sacks for Miley Greaser. Miley's going to take a first pitch just outside for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swung on and fouled over the top of the third base dugout to even up the count. A ball and a strike. There are 2 away and 5 across here in the frame. It is 16-3 Genesee. Next offering. Oh yeah, called strike as she comes back with a changeup. 1-2. Sadie just looking to throw something up there to get her guessing and swinging. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Olive on the rubber, rocks and fires. The 2-2 swung on. This one is hit out into the gap in left center field. And so a 2-out single to try and keep things going here for the Genesee Bulldogs off the bat of Miley Greaser. My gosh. So everybody is reset. Jubilee Vandenbos now will come back to the plate, and Jubilee has been on one of her 3 at-bats today. Hits from the right side. Sadie's pitch to her is just a skosh inside. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball, no strikes. Olive fires the pitch just below the knees for ball 2. Lindsay Herman on deck should she get an opportunity to come to the plate here in the top of the 5th. Again, keeping the ball low, and again, it's a called ball. Ball 3 now to Jubilee. Olive deals the 3-0. Hit high in the air, but foul and out of play. 3 balls, 1 strike. So the young lady comes back, picks up her bat, settles in on the right side of the batter's box. Here's the 3-1 from Sadie. Change up, called strike 2. Here's the throw down to first, and it's not in time as diving back into the sack is Greaser. 3-2 now. Sadie deals. Oh gosh, and it hit her on the left thigh. You might have been able to pick that up with our crowd mic. It sounded like a slap across the face. That ball squarely into the left thigh of Jubilee Vandenhos, and so she's down at first base, hit by pitch. So that is going to bring up Lindsay Herman. 2 aboard now, 2 gone. She's going to poke this one high in the air, but it's going to make the screen. 0-1. And Genesee has successfully batted around as Lindsay Herman is the 9th hitter to come to the plate here in the 5th inning of play. 16-3 is our score. Olive. There's a nice strike on the outside black. 0-2. Olive working ahead of the 8th hitter for the Genesee Bulldogs. Here's the 0-2. Called 3rd strike, and that'll do it for Genesee. But they do pick up 5 runs here in the frame. That should be, what is that? That should be 3 outs. What do we have here? Did we miss an out here somewhere, Casey? Because our umpires just said 2. What do you have there? 5-3, there's an out, there's an out. Pitch misses. Well, they're going to say there's 2 outs, so we missed something. There's ball 1 to Aaliyah Wareham. 1 ball, no strikes. Low, it's knocked down by Riley, and here's the throw to third, and it is not in time. And moving over to third base is Greaser. Over at second is Jubilee Vandenbos, excuse me.
Molly.
Our count once again, 1-0. Sadie fires the pitch. There's a strike at the belt. 1-1. Keep looking at that book, Casey. We've got to find out where we lost that. Unless, here's the pitch. It's low, gloved nicely by Diffin behind the dish. Grabs it out of the dirt. Two balls and a strike to Aaliyah. Low and inside for ball 3. 3-1 now. Oh, that was ball 4? We're just missing things left and right here, aren't we? My gosh, what is going on here? I think our umpire's clicker is not working properly.
Maybe my clicker is not working properly.
Kendra Meyer, as we go back to the top of the order. Sacks are loaded up with Bulldogs. At third, Greaser, Vandenbos at second, and over at first is Wareham. 2 gone. Fouls the first pitch back into the screen for strike one. Again, Sadie Olive coming in this frame in relief of Kennedy Coleman. Pitch is going to be poked high into the air in foul ground. The third baseman there, Brent Hanna, to make the catch, and there is the third out. Maniacs have their work cut out for them coming into the bottom of the fifth, down 13. We're back after this.
O-Town Mugs and Grubs, your home for Maniac pride. O-Town Mugs and Grubs is your go-to spot for great food and game day excitement. Every Monday, wear your Maniac gear and score 20% off your meal. Catch the Maniacs on the big screen and bring the whole family. Everyone's welcome. Enjoy our fresh 25-item salad bar, a menu full of delicious favorites, including mouth-watering bone-in or boneless wings. Support your team, enjoy great food, and celebrate Maniac pride at O-Town Mugs and Grubs.
For your family car, shop truck, motorcycle, or ATV, you need a ride you can rely on. At Hanson Garage, our ASE certified mechanics and bike professionals are here to keep you moving. From minor fixes to major repairs, plus air, oil, and filter replacements, we do it all fast and right. Whether it's foreign or domestic, trust your vehicle's maintenance to Hanson Garage. Call today and schedule your service and drive with confidence. Hanson Garage, keeping your wheels rolling smoothly.
You're listening to the Maniacs on KLER Orofino, brought to you in part by Friends Orofino Police Department, Debco Construction, and Riverside Physical Therapy.
Casey, let's quickly take a look at that girls' district tournament. All right, we know who Orofino will face on Friday now.
Okay, as we flip over the page here, it was 24-9 victory for Kellogg over Priest River. So Kellogg will face Orofino on Friday, 2:45 pregame, 3 o'clock first pitch.
That's on KLER FM. Well, Orofino, with their backs against the wall, find themselves down by over 10, swinging first strike by Jocelyn Josephson. 0-1, back out in the circle once again, Kendra Meyer. She has been on fire. Swinging strike two by Jocelyn. Jocelyn hitting in the 8 hole for Orofino. The right-hander settles into the box, and here is the Meyer pitch. Pitch is going to be swung on, hit high in the air, but foul and over the top of the screen. So the count will remain 0-2. So the Lady Maniacs will begin district play on Friday on this field. Once again, we hope you'll listen in to our sister station, KLER FM, 245 for that pregame. The 0-2, that's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jocelyn settles in. She's ready at the plate. And the pitch to her. Fastball missing just outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Fouled back. Nice at-bat here by Jocelyn Josephson. Casey, she just gets underneath that last pitch and fouls it straight back. Has it timed up nicely, just trying to find the center of the ball. Meyer rocks and fires the 2-2. Swung on, a little ground ball to the first baseman. Knocked down. Here's the toss across. It is good. Jocelyn goes down the first out here in the Maniac half of the 5th. And so Orofino now down to their last 2 outs. It's going to bring up Kennedy Coleman. Let's make sure, it is Kennedy. Pitch on the way to the senior, taken, called strike 1. Kennedy 0 for 1 in the ball game today. Here's the pitch on the way, swinging strike 2. Kennedy saw that last pitch, looked good. She ends up just underneath it. 0-2. Meyer's delivery. High in the air. It'll be the shortstop, Wareham, who calls everybody off, makes the catch right where she was standing for the second out. And it is down to the last 3 strikes for the Maniacs. Go to the top of the card for Bryn Hanna. Bryn loads that bat over her right shoulder. Here's the pitch. Pitch is going to be swung on and fouled over the top of the first base dugout. Strike 1. Kendra Meyer. The right-hander in the glove and fires the 0-1. High and away. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way by Meyer. High for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Sadie Olive, who was the designated player, came in to pitch last inning, is on deck should she get a chance. The 2-1. Oh, there's a called strike, and it is game time for Orofino down to their final strike. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. Did Bryn Hanna. She just got a piece of it, Casey. Keep her at bat alive. Young right-hander in the circle. Rolls that ball around. Here's the 2-2. High for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bryn Hanna, the Maniac third baseman, at the plate, wanting to try and get something started here. Here is the 3-2. Ground ball to the shortstop, knocked down by Wareham. The toss to first. It is in time, and that is the ball game as the Genesee Bulldogs come into the ball fields here at Orofino Elementary and they spoil the Maniacs senior night. The final score of this one here, 16-3, as the Maniacs just did not have an answer for the hurler in the circle, Kendra Meyer, who is just a phenomenal pitcher in circle for the Genesee Bulldogs. As Casey and I are going to take a break, we'll come back with the line score and much, much more here from Orofino Elementary School ball fields right after this.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? Trust the experts at Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue in Orofino. Our professional agents know the area inside and out, helping you find the perfect home or the right buyer. Speak with broker Keith Nichols today at 208-476-3134 or visit us online at buyorsellidaho.com. Whether it's a spacious country retreat or a cozy home in town, we're here to make your real estate dreams a reality. The Real Estaters, Orofino's trusted real estate professionals.
Orofino to Craigmont, Cottonwood to Elk River. Listeners everywhere are tuning in for Doc Talks. Stay tuned and take care of your health with Doc Talks, heard every Thursday at 12:20 in the afternoon and 5:20 in the evening on KLER AM and FM. Expert health advice you can trust. These dedicated providers bring you evidence-based insights on the latest health topics, keeping you and your family informed. Doc Talks, your go-to source for reliable medical information. Brought to you by Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic, because your health matters.
Feel the warm sunshine, breathe in the scent of blooming flowers, and embrace the joy of retirement at Orofino's premier retirement community. This is Deneen Bretz, Director at Brookside Landing. Imagine relaxing by the creek with a fresh cup of coffee, surrounded by gorgeous scenery, all without the hassle of home maintenance. No more lawn mowing, no more repairs, just carefree living your way. Discover the beauty of Brookside Landing. Call today at 476-2000 and make this spring the start of something wonderful. Brookside Landing, where retirement feels like home.
Looking for comfort, affordability, and award-winning hospitality? Come stay at the Best Western Lodge at River's Edge in Orofino. Proudly named one of the top 10 motels in the Northwest and winner of numerous Best of the Best awards. With 49 warm and inviting rooms, a relaxing pool and jacuzzi, and breathtaking river views, it's the perfect getaway for travelers and fans alike. Whether you're here for adventure or cheering on the Maniacs in postseason play, good luck. We've got your stay covered. Best Western Lodge at River's Edge, where comfort meets excellence in Orofino.
Welcome back. It's the Real Estaters post-game show. Our final score of this one here, 16-3. The Genesee Bulldogs defeat the Orofino Lady Maniacs, this on their senior night. Head coach Sean Diffin joins us now for the Maniacs. Coach, you know, you never know how a game is going to go, but this one here I'm sure did not look anything at all like how you had envisioned it anyway.
No, you know, errors in the field, and then didn't adjust really well in the batter's box today. Girl throws with a little bit of snap, so it is a tough adjustment, but it's an easy adjustment, right? You make it early or you don't make it at all, and we just didn't really make that adjustment today there.
You have 5 seniors on this ball team that, you know, came out, were honored in the pregame before your game. What can you say about your 5 seniors?
You know, this is a group of seniors that's means a little bit more, maybe, is probably not the best way to say that, but with Riley and the group of girls that I've been with from the age of 5 till now, so this group means quite a bit to what I do, what I have done. So I just am proud of those girls. They've fought for me for years and years and years, and I couldn't ask for anything more.
All right, Coach, so this one is in the books, and you've closed it. So now you get ready for districts on Friday. What do you know about, you're the winners of the regular season. Congratulations. I should have started out with that.
Well, thank you.
What do you know about your opponent coming up here Friday, 3 o'clock?
From what I heard, it's Kellogg. They're a club that has struggled in the past, but they're getting better. They put the bat on the ball a little bit better now. Their pitching's starting to really come along. So, if we don't come out with our A game, there's a chance that things don't go our way again on Friday. So we got to rebound from this one pretty quickly.
So, Coach, you've got a fantastic squad here. You did make state last year, but things did not go the way you wanted to in the postseason last year. What do you learn from that, and how do you get your girls ready to battle this year?
Well, everybody learned from that last year, not just myself, but the girls themselves too. They all know the feeling now. It's been a while since we've been at a state tournament. I think the last time we were in the state tournament was 2016 when we were runner-ups. So, these girls have never felt that before. There's been a couple of them that's won some championships together as far as in the youth league that they play in. So they've felt a little bit of that, but they've never felt the pace of the state tournament. So hopefully they learn from that and are able to take some of that experience with them, not only into state, but into this next district tournament.
All right, so district's coming up. You take on the Kellogg Wildcats. As you look at the field, there's Orofino, Kellogg, Grangeville, and St. Mary's. Is that correct? Am I saying that right? Yeah. So in that field, you've played them all. You've won some and you've lost some. What do you need to look out for the most?
Well, it's pretty much team specific, right? Grangeville can hit the leather off the ball if you give them the opportunity to do that. St. Mary's pitches well, and they have some solid bats at the top of their lineup too. Their top end batters are just as good. They're just not quite as deep. So a big part of it's going to be pitching and locating pitches and keeping free base runners off the bags. We don't want to be making errors and walking people. It's just it's a bad combination.
Yeah, a walk just looks the same as a single in the scorecard, but you can't defend it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way to put it.
Coach, we want to wish you best of luck. Look forward to visiting with you again on Friday when the District 1, 2, 3A girls tournament gets underway.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, that's head coach Sean Diffin of the Orofino Lady Maniacs. And Casey, before we turn it back here, let's go ahead and quickly run over that line score, all right?
So the Bulldogs score 16 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors, and they leave 6 stranded, while the Maniacs only able to score 3 runs on 1 hit, 3 errors, and they leave 1 stranded.
Well, Kendra Meyer, like Coach just said, she's got some pace and she's got good location and just kept the Maniacs, on their heels today, only coming up with 1 hit today. They're going to have to change that come Friday, that's for certain, right?
Well, yeah, sometimes you just got to shake these off and you learn a lesson from it and just think, okay, I'm going to do better next time, and you just face your next opponent, because your next opponent's, the most important opponent.
That's right. You're listening to the Real Estaters postgame show. Casey and I take a break. We'll come back to the ballpark here at Orofino Elementary right after this.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty, included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
O-Town Mugs and Grubs, your home for Maniac Pride. O-Town Mugs and Grubs is your go-to spot for great food and game day excitement. Every Monday, wear your Maniac gear and score 20% off your meal. Catch the Maniacs on the big screen and bring the whole family. Everyone's welcome. Enjoy our fresh 25-item salad bar, a menu full of delicious favorites, including mouth-watering bone-in or boneless wings. Support your team, enjoy great food, and celebrate Maniac Pride at O-Town Mugs and Grubs.
You've decided that those aching muscles, sore joints, and overall ill feeling has finally got to stop. Make today the day you start by visiting Peak Physical Therapy on Michigan Avenue, Orofino. Ask about visiting with one of our many qualified physical therapists about your issues and get onto the path of well-being. The goal of PT is to determine the root cause of your symptoms and move you forward to what you love. Peak Physical Therapy. Visit today and get healthy tomorrow.
Your do-it-best center on the Clearwater is Best Built Builder Supply. Hi, this is Harold. Springtime projects are made to go so much easier with the proper tools. When electrical power is an issue, choose the Milwaukee Fuel 18-volt brushless cordless miter saw, now sell priced at $399. And you'll always have a crisp, sharp cut with the 2-blade pack of Milwaukee 7 1/4-inch circular saw blades at $12.97. Your first choice and best choice is Best Built Builder Supply.
We're back here once again as the final score. The Genesee Bulldogs defeat the Orofino Maniacs, the final of 16-3. Kendra Meyer, she was just phenomenal. 8 strikeouts against this Maniac squad against no base on balls. Only giving up 1 hit. Casey, let's go ahead and run down the Maniac lineup and talk about how well the girls did today.
Well, Jeff, we start out with Bryn Hannah. She was 0 for 3. She did score a run because she was on with the air. Sadie Olive, 0 for 2. Riley Diffin, 0 for 2. Olivia Johnson was 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs as she hit a triple and batted in 2. Taylor Burris was 0 for 2. Paige Deo, 0 for 2. Reese Deo, Jocelyn Josephson, and Kennedy Coleman also 0 for 2.
Yeah, I mean, the girls were able to get on base. Paige reached on an error. Riley did reach on an error as well and scored, but just not enough offense today against this Genesee Bulldog squad. As, I mean, they putting up 16 runs, chasing leadoff pitcher Kennedy Coleman in the 4th inning, and then again you bring in your designated player Sadie Olive, and she did all right, but also giving up a couple of hits. Just like Coach Sean Diffin said, just a very, very good ball team. Even though they are a 2A squad, smaller school, I mean, they teach ball there at Genesee.
They do, and you know they play it the same way we do. They start out with the little leagues, and then they work their teams right all the way up through high school ball. So you know, good teams in the area, good practice for districts which are coming up on Friday, and good practice hopefully for state, because of course you're going to see those faster pitchers a lot more in the district and state competition.
That's right. All right, Casey and I have one more piece of business. That is our Pizza Factory Player of the Game. Don't go away. It's the Real Estaters post-game show. We'll return right after this.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighbor. Hi, this is Mary. Shop with us for the best prices and the freshest, highest quality fruits, vegetables, and meats. Every purchase supports our commitment to this great community. We proudly donate to local food banks, sponsor Little League sports, and are active in community-wide events. Come on down to Watson's Market, where shopping local means giving back. See you soon.
With a P1FCU Ascend checking account, you get more than great dividends. Imagine having an entire branch in your pocket. Who needs a checkbook when you have a digital wallet? The only thing I check these days are my dividends.
Access your account anytime, anywhere. Simplify your life and start earning more with Ascend Checking. Get yours today at p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? Trust the experts at Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue in Orofino. Our professional agents know the area inside and out, helping you find the perfect home or the right buyer. Speak with broker Keith Nichols today at 208-476-3134 or visit us online at buyorsellidaho.com. Whether it's a spacious country retreat or a cozy home in town, we're here to make your real estate dreams a reality. The Real Estaters, Orofino's trusted real estate professionals.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Nothing quite says family happiness like the deliciousness of a piping hot pizza or flatbread from the Pizza Factory. On Michigan Avenue, Orofino, the Pizza Factory has 4 new mouth-watering flatbreads. Pesto, artichoke, and tomato flatbreads, also available with buffalo chicken or tomato bacon and olive oil. For a limited time only, come in today and try the new flatbreads.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
We're back one last time. It's the Real Estaters post-game show. Our final score here, once again, 16-3. Genesee defeats Orofino here on the Maniacs Senior Night, 16-3. And with that, it is time for our Pizza Factory Player of the Game, and I turn it over to Casey Miller.
Well, Jeff, you know, it's only fitting that our Pizza Factory Player of the Game be one of the 5 seniors who are honored tonight. Livia Johnson with a triple and scoring 2 RBIs. She was really responsible for the majority of the offense by the Maniacs tonight, and we just wanted to say congratulations to Livia Johnson as she picks up our Pizza Factory Player of the Game.
A personal pizza and a medium soft drink from our very good friends at the Pizza Factory. All right, let's name those 5 seniors one last time, Casey. We need to make sure that they are honored here on this senior night.
Absolutely, Jeff. Kennedy Coleman is a senior. She was today's starting pitcher. Jocelyn Josephson, Taylor Burrows, Livia Johnson, and Riley Diffin. So all those seniors definitely going to be sorely missed next year, but you know what? Still got a lot of play left.
Oh gosh, yeah.
As the season continues.
That's right. District tournament begins on Friday from these same ball fields here at Orofino Elementary School. We'll be on the air on our sister station, KLER FM. You can hear that game on 103.3 or streamed live on YouTube channel KLER 103.3 FM. That'll be Friday, 2:45 is our pregame. We hope you'll join us. And also, Maniac District Boys Baseball starts tomorrow. We'll be on the air with a 3:40 pregame show. 4 o'clock is the first pitch tomorrow as Orofino faces off against the Kellogg Wildcats. All right, so 16-3, the final score here. I want to thank our in-studio engineer, Philip Lamoth. I want to thank head coach Sean Diffin for coming up and bringing us that Real Estaters post-game show. I'm Jeff Jones.
I'm Casey Miller.
I'd like to bid you all a very pleasant good afternoon.
KLER would like to thank you for listening today to Orofino Lady Maniacs Softball. It's because of the efforts of the sponsors you heard during today's broadcast that we're able to bring you the high-flying action of Orofino High School postseason softball. Please continue to listen in as we cover North Idaho's best teams to ever grace the diamond. Maniac 3A Softball, only on KLER. Maniac Softball is a Central Idaho Broadcasting